Okay, geometry. I am on page 605. We're going to do 6 problems together, although all of them are using this circle on the right up here. And we're going to do 30 through 35 all, which are these problems on the left on my clipboard. Okay, so let's look in the instructions because this is important. They tell us 2 things. They say Kn and JL are diameters. Okay, so Kn is this line here, and JL is this line. All right, so what does a diameter mean in terms of the circle? Well, we know it goes through the circle, but it touches both sides and touches the center. But I'm talking more in terms of degrees. Okay, so we need this to solve the problem. Well, a diameter is half the circle, and that's 180 degrees, right? Half of 360 is 180. So this line J to L is 180 total. And if this part is 60, how much is this angle? Well, what's 180 minus 60? This is 120, right? Now, we can do the same thing with N and K, right? Think about it. N and K it should equal 180, right? Because it's also a diameter that they told us. They said Kn, I guess, in the instructions, but Kn is a diameter as well. So 180 from here to here. 180 minus 120 is 60. Now, if you remember way back from chapter 2, this should make sense to you. Do you see this angle right here and this angle? Those 2 angles are vertical angles. And if you remember, right, this angle here and this angle, vertical angles are congruent, right? They're congruent. By the way, the center of the circle is called Q. We're going to put that in there. All right, so we probably could have told ourselves that this was 60 using the vertical angles. All right, so the last thing is, and we can do this multiple ways, so JL was a diameter, right? JL is a diameter. So from here to here is 180, because the other 180 was here, right? 120 plus 60 gave us 180. The other half is this way. So if we say 180 minus 60 minus 55, it will tell us what this ML is. So 180 minus 60 is 120. 120 minus 55 leaves us with 65 for this angle MQL, right? MQL is this angle. So what we just did was we found all of those central angles based on the fact that they told us Kn was a diameter and JL was a diameter. So you'll need to know that when you do these on your own. Okay, I would just copy these down. All right. Secondly, I want to remind you of how the central angles, which are these angles in here, right? These angles relate to the arcs, right? Because if you look, we're looking for the measure of an arc, right? The arc is like from up here to here. So the angle is the same as the arc. So JK, arc JK is 120 degrees because this guy is 120. How much is KL? It's 60. ML, 65. And M is 55. And this should be 60. So if you added up all 5 angles inside, you'd get 360 because that's the whole circle. And if you added up all 5 arcs, you would also get 360 because those are the parts of the circle on the outside. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start trying to solve. Remember, I'm doing 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. So this is 30. KL, that one's pretty easy. Right, we already did that one. It's a minor arc because there's 2 letters, right? Minor means it's less than 180. Well, we already labeled it. KL is 60 degrees. MN is also a minor arc. Remember, because it has 2 letters, so this should also be less than 180. MN, yep, we solved that one already. It's 55. Nice job. Okay, so LNK has 3 letters, right? And measure just means, the M means measure, how many degrees. How many degrees is arc LNK? Well, we know it has to be larger than 180 because there's 3 letters. It's a major arc. So let's go. L, N, whoo, K. Okay, so wow. This thing is going all the way from here, starting here. It's going all the way over there. This is a big one. Okay, so the easiest way probably is to look at what is not included on this arc, right? So it goes all the way over there. Well, the only part that's not in this arc is this 60. We know the whole circle is 360. So if we say 360 minus 60, it'll tell us what L in K is, which is, what is 360 minus 60? It's 300. Right? So L in K is 300. And that should have been 32. Okay, so let's look at 33 now, which is MKN, another major arc. Remember, 3 points. This should be larger than 180. M, where's the K? This way. So we got to go this way this time, right? We can't go, loop. You got to go M to K the fastest way. So M, KN. Wow, we're going from here. We're going to go. There's the K, all right? And then we got to go all the way to the N. So similar to the problem we just did, this one's probably easiest if we look at what's not included on the arc, right? We know the whole circle is 360, so if we say 360 minus 55, we should get 305, and that's how far it is from M to K to N. All right, next up is 34, which is NJK. All right, NJK, measure of major arc NJK. So again, 3 letters, should be larger than 180. NJK. Interesting. Well, we haven't had one like this in our couple of days. All right, let's look at this. NJK. So that's this and this, if you can still see them up there. This and this. What's 60 plus 120? Well, it's 180. Which makes sense, because if we went from N to K on a line, right, that's this diameter, right? That's what they told us KN was the diameter. So, of course, the diameter is 180 degrees. All right, so here's one thing that doesn't happen a whole lot. If you look, I've been telling you for 2 days that if we have 3 letters, it's more than 180, like these two. And if it has 2 letters, it's less than 180. Well, this one would kind of look like I was lying to you, right? 3 letters, it's exactly 180. Well, this is what's known as a semicircle. That's just what we call that, right? It's a half of a circle. So a semicircle from there to there is 180, and those also get 3 letters, okay? All right, last problem we're going to do today, guys, all right? So hopefully I get you to your homework here in less than 10 minutes. This one is different. I want you to look very closely at number 35. Something's different. It's asking about an angle, right? Not an arc. Arc is this thing on top. This is an angle, so MQL. Measure still means how many degrees. So what's the angle MQL? Well, here's, let me get a different color probably. There we go. MQL. Well, we know that one, right? That's this angle. MQL. That's the angle right there, right? Well, how many degrees is it? We already knew that, right? It is 65. Should be the same as ML, the arc. Okay? So, if you have any questions, guys, go ahead and drop them in the comments for me. If not, I do want you to try a couple of problems here for me. Let's see here. You're going to stay on this page, which is page 605. Okay? And on 605, I want you to try, what's that? 36, 37, and 39. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, good luck to you.